Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very good evening. This is Alan D'Souza, your host for the program Ground Zero Everyday Leaders, a program that portrays my friends who have done great stuff for their own lives and have become successful, have inspired a lot of people around them, entrepreneurs who have been successful businessmen, musicians, and today I have a sportsman. This is going to be a lot informal in many ways because the person I'm talking about is my classmate. And he's not the first classmate I've interviewed, by the way, but coming from the sports fraternity, definitely he's the first whom I'll be speaking to in an interview on Ground Zero Everyday Leaders. So we will dive straight into it. The guest is none other than my buddy, my classmate, Mr. Sandesh Dhuri. Sandesh, or rather, should I call you Sandy? Welcome to the show.
Alan, thank you very much. I have gone through all my career as a cricketer, but it all started from you itself when we were in our Saint Joseph Institute School in Vasco, and that's where
Right.
Alan was also my schoolmate. In the same class we studied. So you are the one to start with, and you are here to invite me to the Zoom for a lovely occasion that has been put forward.
Just mentioned that this interview has been long waited. In fact, even I talked to Sandy when he was in Oman. It all started at that point of time. I said, Sandesh, we should have your interview on my podcast, and it just prolonged for some reason or the other. And they say it happens at the right time. Probably this is exactly the time, and it's Diwali, so a lovely occasion. And more importantly, we are celebrating Sandy's birthday very soon. The idea is to actually, this is a recorded version, of course, but we will podcast this on Sandy's birthday. It's a very exciting podcast for me, and I'm looking forward to this conversation. Childhood, right? And we had a lovely, lovely childhood. I'd like you to, tell us a little bit more so that we explore and we go back to those beautiful times. The question is very simple. Who during your childhood inspired you the most?
My schoolmates has put up all the efforts to get that cricket in them. So, and I was already in a high level of cricket training which was going Salgaonkar nets at MPT ground in Vasco. So
Hmm.
I was 10 years of age, and that's the time that the Salgaonkars was pretty good into some club matches in entire Goa and outside Goa also. So we were, and my brothers were also part of the Salgaonkar team. I will always keep mentioning this word as Salgaonkar Sports Club because that's the inspiration for me. And schoolmates, the pleasure of playing with them on a Tilak Maidan, where if
Correct.
you overlook, you can see Alan's building over there. And Alan was the first one to be on the ground, make the setup
Yes.
ready. And I used to travel an hour distance. There were no buses at that time, so I had to walk all
Correct.
the way. Well, the pleasure is I'm playing with my schoolmates, and that's the fun. That's the fun that I used to enjoy a lot. And then the school tournaments I used to play, and then the Salgonga teams. Well, this is the childhood, man, and it is a big memory throughout, and still
Golden
cherishing it.
memories for sure.
Golden memory.
Golden memories.
Still, I cherish a lot, in my days. Still,
We always had that pleasure of watching the Alem Trophy. If you remember in the MPT grounds, we used to watch some very big cricketers come. I mean, I remember the likes of Anshuman Gaikwad, Sandhu, Balvinder Singh Sandhu at the time, Sandeep Patil, hitting those long sixes.
exactly, yes.
We used to watch this cricket. We used to play a lot. We used to get excited. We used to play on pitches which are not even pitches at that time. They were just kind of sand, probably. The ball probably used to bounce very low. Despite all of those hardships, because the reason I bring this up, the infrastructure in those days, when we were growing as children in cricket, was not the ultimum, right? But you had the privilege of playing for a club, and probably that's what expanded your cricket and your talent in that club, playing for that club, right?
Oh yeah, as you mentioned, Harlem, it was again into the same childhood period that it was conducted at the MPT. I've seen sitting in the stands and watching my brother playing the Harlem Trophy, which was the President's 11 team with
Mm-hmm.
the top cricketers of Goa. So that was an Ranji Trophy time where the Goa
Right.
had just, so Goa
Mm.
was recognized at the time. And you can see the Goan players playing Ranji, Harlem Trophy. So that
Right.
gives a motivation for us, that we are already into the hardball, and this is something that we have to achieve. When I went into the Ranji Trophy category, I did play Arlem Trophy as well for the President's 11. So that's something that you watch at times, and you feel that that why am I, or what is that I need to go there in the middle and get that achievement done. So that was
Mm.
done. And I think apart from MPT ground, we were getting an Arlem ground also, which was in Margam. So
Margam.
these were
Yes.
the two grounds which were
Correct.
officially been utilized for this Alem Trophy. Then later on, it went on to Panjim Gymkhana and MCC in Margam. Yes,
Correct.
so that
So,
was then, that was like an IPL
oh yeah, in those days,
frame
it
of
was more.
cricket.
Absolutely,
Yes,
and quality cricket was played, and we used to enjoy it, and we used to actually bunk classes and go and watch matches as well. I remember a lot of those moments of joy
yes,
that we had together. Mentioned your brothers. You came from a affluent family of cricketers. I must mention because you were all talented, all your brothers, especially your elder brothers, and Sandeep and Sanjay, right? If I'm not
exactly,
even right.
exactly.
So,
Yes,
you come from that sort of background because not it's not a privilege for everyone to have that sort of a background, and that probably works for you. But yet, to be recognized as well, you need to put your own talent also to be recognized. It's not just you have brothers who play cricket, and so you come into
yes. My whole family, like my cousin also was, and my two brothers also were already into the clubs of Salgankar and Chogules, which is well known in at least Vasco. Vasco was well much because these are the foundations of clubs being formed. So on the empty ground was the ground. One side Salganga was practicing, the other side is the Chogule practicing. So my brother, elder brother Sandeep was in Chogule side. My middle brother Sanjay was in the Salgankar side. My cousin was in the Salgankar side. So when we all family members meet at home, so there is always a quarrel of
Mm.
Chogule and Salgankars coming in, and the cricket
Right.
was talks was always on and on. And Sandeep was well known at a very high professional way. He was into the Allium Trophy. He was into the Ranji Trophy. I
Right.
mean, big boost for us to climb and make our career as cricket. And as I've always mentioned, Salgankars, I mean, has taken every step of our life to take it to an extension wherever you think cricket can take you, financial wise, opportunities wise, and even uh, providing jobs for our and the Salgankar has still recognized us on a letter says that Sandesh is an inspiration, and I still our directors are still recognizing, and which is heads off to that organization, like and still
Yeah.
the club is still doing better, and the ground at Ampity is still being utilized at a very high level to for this club to practice.
I must mention also, Sandy, that when we were in Abu Dhabi, my son Leren did coach under Sandeep, and it's not so that your family never has stopped breathing cricket. It has been day in and day out for you guys. Uh, a little bit about Ranji Trophy, because when we talk about cricket, we talk about professional career and the beauty of playing with international cricket, etc. And you have played with a few great cricketers, especially during your Ranji stint and also for when you played for South Zone. Can you please share a little bit of that experience, Sandy?
From the school cricket, then the step went on to play for Goa states. It started from U15, which is a 15 state level, then the 17 state level, then the 19 state level. A lot of South Zone matches that we were as a leader. If you're talking about this conversation, is all about leadership. So I was the captain of the under 15 South Zone team, which has taken us to the north side in Punjab, wherein we were in a grouping with international cricketers like during our time, which is 15, with Rahul Dravid, VVS Lakshman, S. Sriram, and
Oh,
a couple of more international at that level we were talking about. So
right.
we were not knowing what are we going to be in our career as a cricketers, but talking, chatting with Rahul Dravid,
Oh, yeah.
chatting with VVS Lakshman,
Mhm.
traveling with them was
Right.
something that, and they used to treat some of the Goans like a very high quality cricketers that time. Though Dravid VVS was coming from a high association of states, they were always in a higher level. But some cricketers from Goa coming up at that stage to playing with them is a big achievement. And then we
Right.
had a few other cricketers where we were combined into as a South Zone training camp, which was conducted in different states for 1 month, a month of time, and that's where we were
Mhm.
getting trained during our time.
Right.
So youth cricket has always taken us at a very high level till we can reach or get recognized at the Ranji Trophy, because Ranji Trophy just doesn't come like that, as a pick for you. It has to be grown up right from your younger age to you reach to the Ranji Trophy. That what are your achievements that you have gained in order to come to that capabilities of Ranji Trophy. And
Against him,
when
yes.
this, and then when all this performances comes and the South Zone team is formed for the Ranji Trophy, that's where you are playing with them. And
Right.
that's the career of mine has come to a Dulip Trophy to play with Robin Singh, who was my captain, and I was the wicket keeper in the team, in the squad. Along with me was MSK Prasad, who went on to play for India as a wicket keeper. So
Right.
taking that opportunity was almost like you can play for a nation, for the
Mm.
country. So we were there in the Dulip Trophy. So WV Raman was there. Then we had Dravid as well into the squad to play for the South Zone.
Sandy, I remember during this time, we had a very famous victory, right? I mean, Goa went on to, Goa is not playing the most optimum cricket, but during your time, we had a very high level achievement, which probably was a victory against a very high profile team,
Yes,
correct?
that was a victory, the first time victory Goa has achieved, and I was very grateful to be part of that because I scored a 50 runs, being a
Marvelous.
wicket keeper, and that victory has given me and another few performances to get into the Dulip Trophy. So the victory has helped me, and that was after 7 years of Goa's inception into the Ranji Trophy
Cricket.
that the victory came in. I think in 1997, the victory
Mm.
came in. Yeah.
Right, right.
So and then we defeated the defending champions, Karnataka, and that
That's
was
right.
in Goa. Yeah, we
Yes.
defeated them outright. So the first inning
Right.
and then getting them twice
Right.
is something unbelievable. I mean, it is still known. But then, yeah, the lot of victories came after that for Goa. Goa is still doing brilliant in Ranji
Mm.
Trophy. And
Right.
but yes, the first victory is always memorable. And
Mm.
since I was part of the big achievement, so it feels great.
Sandy, will move forward from your cricketing playing days to coaching. I mean, which has been something again a part of your life till date, and it all started probably in that famous era when you work in Oman in Muscat, right? And I have spent some wonderful times looking at the success stories and what you've achieved there. But tell us a little bit about it. How did the thought about getting into coaching come? Number one, and number two, the formation of the academy in Muscat. How did it all happen?
Yeah, it was a move from my own country to Oman was in 98. That after playing the Dulip Trophy and that season, then I got an opportunity to come and play in one of the famous, well-known club, renowned club in Oman. That they offered me an opportunity to play for the club as well as a job opportunity. So I grabbed that, and not as a coaching that I was invited, but to play
Correct.
as a cricketer because that was my
Right.
playing time. I never wanted to be a coach at that moment. Then gave some good results overall because the experience was pretty good. We went to other nations in the Gulf countries
Mm.
and the local teams to play. And yes, so the cricket in Oman wasn't that throughout the year because there is some period which comes that the cricket doesn't exist.
Correct.
Getting because it's a desert, so cricket
Mm.
is not played. And so what do we do during that time? So inspired us to build up some cricketing growth in that country by building up your own academies. Not many
Mm.
academies, or in fact there was no academies, cricket academies. I'm talking about 2000 and and then beyond that. So we
Right.
went on to invest into that. So few of our cricketers from my club, we've invested into a certain area, build it up, get the students into it during the off season where we don't play cricket, and
Mm.
get some build up the development of it. And when the cricket comes in, then we keep playing. But yes, during the off time, we go into our academy because it was moving ahead, gave us a good result. Then we flourished to get into building up another academy, some in other different locality, and that's
Right.
how that. So the experience of our cricket in India, the experience of playing in Oman, so that recognition that they are very highly qualified cricketers. So the Oman cricket encourages to get into some Asian Cricket Council's
Mm.
tutorials which they build up for coaching. So
Right.
Oman cricket encourages us to go and get this affiliations done of coaching. So level 1, level 2, level 3, we achieved that. So playing cricket as well as achievements of those coaching skills has given us another step in cricket to move ahead. So as the cricket
Correct.
started, as the players, the cricketing diminishes started happening in our career, the coaching level of started growing better. So it was, you see that the playing has stopped a bit, but the other way of the new stage of our cricketing life is started by building up the academies, and from one academies to five academies, going international by taking your teams to the different countries was a big success. So I could say playing career success was not that flourishing compared to what my cricket career as a coach has happened. That has given me a lot of movements. In India, what we used to do, we used to go state to state to play cricket. But as a coaching in Oman has given me different countries to visit. So I was in Oman for 25 years. I have visited 18 times in different countries by taking my
Amazing.
academy, which is Bosher Sports Center and the Bosher Olympic Center. These were the two names, and I have taken that as a big step in my life, which is still going stronger. Coaching has given a lot of youth to play for the country, also for Oman national team.
Well, that's where new talents grow, right? And that's where you recognize a talent which will probably play for a nation as well. These are the academies which nurture them. But having said that, and since we are speaking about coaching and your stint in Oman, we must mention to the audience that it was a privilege of mine too to organize a cricketing tour from Goa to Muscat. How can we forget that, right, Sandy?
Exactly.
One of the most that was a highlight of my career as a event marketing person, because it was definitely an event, because it was not my club that I traveled with, but it was a club from Goa, and Sandy invited our club to play in Oman, and that was a memorable tour, which with great hosting from Sandesh's Bosher Cricket Academy, and we all enjoyed that. So that those were some memorable times too.
Yeah, in one of my tours, I went. I took two teams from Muscat to Goa.
Right.
It was in 2014 that my Boscher Olympic Center, we went to play six matches. So we played in Panjim Gymkhana, we played on the Porvarim ground, we played in MCC, and 12 days of tour with two teams, and we came back so successfully. So there was a big support from Goa Cricket Association, which I played for, and they supported me to organize this tour for other kids to come in there. Exactly, you're right.
Super. So, from Muscat to the US. Well, we know that things in the West are accepting cricket in a very big manner. Cricket is becoming big, probably next to basket. That's because of the Indian fraternity, the Asian fraternity that live there. Just like any other place, even the Gulf, we have the same situation. But moving to the US must have been a big call for yourself, Sandy. After 25 years in Muscat, how did that all come around?
Well, US is growing in cricket wise. They're doing good. They have been in the T20 World Cup, as a associate countries. So they're doing good. So at our level, yes, the opportunity to come to USA was because my children then they moved for higher education. That was one thing. Then one of my tours was in USA, which we have done. We traveled to Texas, in Houston and Dallas to play six matches, and a lot of kids, a lot of some talented cricketers we took from Oman, and that was a big, what do you call, a jump to have, and we were the first academy from Gulf to travel to USA. So it was not an easy way to handle it. My family helped me a lot in that. So the moment we got all the formalities done, we were excited that we are going to USA to on a tour. That was one of the reason that has achieved me to then full time go as a coach in USA. And when I came here as a full time coach, the Dallas Sports Center is where I'm running the cricketing events at the moment. Is coming up good. We are again nurturing the talents here in Texas. We have already been into a lot of neighboring states to participate, like how we did in Oman, in different countries, like how we did while playing time in India as a youth, going into different states. Now the same thing is happening in USA. So the experience of cricket, how to take it in a different formats, or how to organize those the touring for academies to move in, has come right from my playing area in India to Oman, and then to we take the same experience in USA itself. So the different states we
Beautiful.
have already traveled to Colorado, we have traveled to Atlanta, and then the within the Texas from Dallas to Houston, the teams are
Mhm.
going. And yes, my recent one of the high performance which I conducted in Winchester,
Okay.
which is in UK. So that
Right.
again we are looking forward from USA how that we can move our academies to an international countries, and how again an
Right.
international countries can come down to my state here in Texas. So similar what you did in Muscat, how we called
Sure.
you from Goa to Muscat. That's the same country related relationship we are maintaining here from UK to US. And you never know,
Fantastic.
from US we'll jump to Caribbeans, then from USA we can jump into Canada, which is again another prospects. These are the prospects that we are talking about, which can happen. So the pathway looks to be very solid for the cricket, which is just coming up from the Dallas Sports Center. So the growth can be seen, and then the interest building up into the youth is just looking very bright.
Soon we will see a lot of budding cricketers from the US playing in the IPL too, and I'm sure those names will
Yeah,
be attached to your academy. And all the best,
yeah,
Sandy. You have really put your heart and soul in efforts and a lot of sacrifices too in those
exactly.
in whatever you're doing right now. I would like you to share the biggest fan moment. You know, every great person has a fan moment. And what has been your fan moment, and when has that been?
To set up an academy in Oman, to get the land area to build it up is always a challenging, because you're talking about some foreign countries to invest into it. How do you build up those things is always a challenging part. And then
Mm,
to get into all this the setup done is again. And then yes, once you have that, then you have everybody to support you, and that's where the crowd, your parents comes you into you as a fan. They always
right.
appreciate your efforts. They come become as your fan. And once you start developing those that parents children's into great cricketers, the kids gets into you as a friend. You get as a like a known personality in your wherever efforts you are putting in. That's very essential for your youth, which are always nurturing them to be a leaders. So
Mm,
leader is not just I'm expecting that to be called as leaders are like you have to be respect the demand for that he is the person that is respected. He is that has got everything in him. So the respect comes with the demand comes when you have all the achievements done, and then give the best to the community and give it whatever best experience you have gained. So I would say that I would get stronger in whatever you feel that the passion can come into you and get better. There will be lots of ups and downs, but don't give up. Keep going. The best thing will always happen or come forward to you.
that's a beautiful advice going to the people in the audience watching our show tonight. But Sandy, you know, I must mention and I must bring your family here because your family is also attached to cricket. I've seen Shreya play some wonderful cricket for the Oman women's team. Then Nimish has done you proud as well, and I'm sure he's growing in his career as a cricketer. So, what's next in the Duri family?
Duri family, I would say my wife Sonia is inspiration for me. So I made her get qualified ICC level 1 as a coach. She's a coach
Ooh,
now.
wow, wow,
Now
wow.
I'm
I
going
didn't know
to
that.
hammer her to get the level 2 coaching from ICC.
Super.
So the that's what I'm looking that she gets into it. She enjoys the cricket. She doesn't play, but she is my backbone for all the achievements has come up all the way. Then talking about my daughter, she played good cricket when we were in Oman. She played for
Mm,
Oman national team. She
yes.
went on a couple of tours abroad. She represented to play in Oman against some good nations. Nimish also went to play for the Oman cricket on some tours. He went to South Africa and a few matches he played in Oman. And myself, I was an allied coach for Oman national team, and I played for Oman as well. So Oman has been my second home, and is
Yeah.
always in there in our heart for the entire family. So I'm
So
looking forward if any of our members Duri families can come to Oman, so that the Oman country stays in our heart. The family has gone very very strong and deep from India to Oman. Oman is our second home.
So, Sandy, we are nearing to the end of the show, and I would like you to, from the vast experience of cricket that you've had, and what cricket has taught you, there must be some advice that you must want to give to the youth of today, who dream, who aspire to be cricketers, or maybe who aspire to be sportsmen, or maybe who aspire to be good human beings for that matter. What would be that one strong advice in terms of life? Because, when it comes to cricket, I always relate it. One of my friends has written a book called Off Stumps. His name is Mr. Hariharan Iyer. He's written a book called Off Stumps, and he relates the cricket pitch to our life. Pitch can play in different ways, right? If there's a bouncy pitch, there's a turning pitch. Our life is quite similar. You face a lot of these struggles, ups and downs, but it is left to how you play on that pitch. And similarly in life, you need to know how you play your life too, right? So, what would be your advice to the young audience who are watching this podcast today?
Oh, yes, it is. It is a very challenging game. So, which is related to your life's ups and downs, which happens. So, why is that the cricket is so for getting popular all over the world? Because you score 100 one day, the next day you score nothing, and that's how the life is all about. You get the success one day, the next time you need to make sure that the success stays with you throughout your future attempts that you're making it. So that success part comes, and how does the success comes into you? You have to realize the achievements, the one which you're taking into your life. Is that a cricket, or is there something else as you have taken as a career base? So that's very essential. So you have to keep very working hard for it. There will be falls into it, there will be a lifts into it. So if the fall, how do you try to correct it from those mistakes and come up and lift yourself? You might not score in one match. Go and practice hard. Understand from your coaches what is that mistake you have done. Never underestimate your mistakes, to just keep them aside. That's where you have to take it forward and correct it and make sure that it doesn't happen again. And that's where the success will keep repeating in or being with you throughout. Success, just keep it. Whatever the good things has happened, stay with it, but never ever look or overlook into your mistakes or the faults that which has happened. That is very essential for it. It happened to us also. You will see that the loss is coming into you, get into the profitable achievements into that. So cricket is one of the things that you gives you or puts you into a different stages of pitch conditions, you're saying, or situation wise, if you're saying the climatic approach that you gave in that game to understand it. So a lot of things, there are formats which are played like a quick one for T20, or you have a 50 overs game, you have a 3 days game, you have a 5 days game. The 20 is like a quick fire. You have to understand how quick you have to be in your life. But life fast is doesn't mean everything. Then you have to play 5 matches game. What does the 5 matches games tell you? Is the patience. How do you survive in your life to play a longer inning of your life? So there are
Absolutely.
formats that which tells you the cricket. If you take cricket to understand for your life, then there are different formats that you can either play, learn it, or feel it. But see that, watch a test match how it is played, watch a ODI matches how it is played, or watch a T20 how it is played, and then that's a life that which will tell you like make your life faster or make your life as a patience. So different format, or make a life which is an ODI, which is like says that you have to be quick, you have to be patient. There is a power play. You have to be quick in your life. There is after power play, you have to settle down till you reach to the 30th over. So there is a period of that you don't have to throw your wicket. Settle down. Settle down your career. Wait for your opportunities to come in your life as well. That opportunity will come. And then when opportunity is coming to you, take the full advantage of it. But again, don't forget your mistakes. Keep them aside and keep repeating them, that what is that you have not achieved, go for it. So my advice to all your youth and all, keep working hard, and what you love it, don't give it at any stage. Keep going throughout your life. If you love it, achieve it and be successful into it. Alan, thank you very
Brilliant.
much for all
Brilliant.
your, inviting me. It has been a pending for, I think, more than a year, this podcast. But
Yes,
finally, you
absolutely.
made
More
it
than a
to
year. Yes.
made it to achieve it on my birthday. And as you said, it's a Diwali time. Happy Diwali to all my fans and viewers.
Beautiful.
So, especially to the Saint Joseph, all the students who you'll be definitely posting it for in that group first. So I have been
Yes.
missing all those pictures you have been sending. That you meet all our teachers. You bring them together. You celebrate with them. I really miss those opportunities. So I respect, and I'll always pay a big regards to my mentors and pass my messages to them whenever they come across.
Well, it has been a wonderful time talking to you, Sandy. You always been close to our heart. You made us proud on many occasions. We all have very high respect to you. And as you rightly said, many of our SJI schoolmates have been very
Yeah.
successful in whatever they have been doing, and we are so privileged to be, together as coming from one school, and that has gone a long way, and we still relish every moment of those school days of ours, right? But kudos to you, kudos to the Dhuri family, and congratulations to all of you who have put your heart and soul. As we mentioned Rahul Dravid earlier, right? He had this very famous quote. He said, "No dream is ever chased alone." Right? It has been a
Yeah.
team game, and I think in your case too, it has been a team effort, a family effort to having seen you where you are today. So congratulations, Sandesh. It's not easy for to be in a place where you are, but you have gone a long way. So we have very high regards. People remember famous innings you played for Goa, for the South Zone, and even today, some of those cricketers from our era cherish those moments. And I know that from interviews. I know that from articles that I read, and I know that from the little chats that I have at certain times. So let's continue doing what you've been doing, which is empowering the youth with the talent and skills that they have, so that they also dream one day to become a Sandesh Dhuri. So, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for having journeyed with us. This chat with Sandy, and a leader on the ground who inspires many people around him. And that is what this show is all about. So continue to follow us, continue to watch this show, this podcast, and share it with others, because you never know. A little light can strike a match for years for you. Right? So God bless, and thank you very much. Thank you, Sam.
thank you, Alan. Cheers. Bye bye.